Hey, what's going on, guys? Caster Kai Don with Flair Auto Group. We got a 2017 Ford Mustang V6 Fastback in our inventory. This one has 101,000 miles on it. It is powered by a 3.7 liter V6 engine. I believe you get about 300 horsepower, 280 foot-pounds of torque on this vehicle. MPG somewhere about 18 city, 27 highway. This one has a 6-speed manual transmission. Super fun car. The back of the vehicle is really aggressive. It's got pipes, exhaust system on the vehicle, really big aftermarket spoiler. Definitely brings out the exterior look of the vehicle, and it looks really aggressive. Some American muscle wheels on the car, aftermarket of course, and just a good looking vehicle all around. Some air vents on the hood, big old scoop in the front, and it's got a really nice aggressive look to it. All right, let's go and pop the trunk for you guys. Not much trunk space, but that is kind of to be expected. Now, it is somewhat deep, but it's got this weird shape back here that's kind of narrow, so you can't put too many stuff in the back. But it is a sports car, so not the strongest suit. But I'm digging this spoiler on the back. Definitely looks sharp. Vehicle does have keyless entry. Now, interior, very nice and clean. It's a 2017, again with 101,000 miles on it. V6 Fastback edition. You do get back seats with this. As you can see, there's a little bit of leg room. If you have passengers that are too tall or big in the front, it may be very uncomfortable, but it can definitely put some people in the back, and it could be bearable for just a short 10-15 minute test drive tops. But definitely longer than that, you might got to go see a chiropractor and get an adjustment for sure. All right, let's go and get on the vehicle. Hop inside. Let's scoot the seat back real quick. Okay. All right, now with it being a standard 6-speed, of course, foot on the clutch, so have that ready. This one is the push to start. Make sure you have the key on the inside. All you got to do is push the clutch in. That turns green. Hit the button. Now, don't release your foot off the clutch until you make sure this is in neutral. Out of habit, I always put it in gear when I park it, but just make sure it's in neutral, because if you don't, then it's just going to obviously yank, and it's going to try to go forward, and that'll just kill the car. But if you know how to drive a standard, I'm sure you know that. That's just a relative quick explanation for the people that may be watching the video who don't know how to quite drive a standard or are considering to get a standard. Now, cruise control, audio control, and Bluetooth mounted on the steering wheel. I love the design of the steering wheel, the cluster kit. It's definitely really nice and sporty. Now, the vehicle does have a check engine light on. Do not panic. That is only due to the exhaust system that is installed on the vehicle. You may have to tune it to adjust it properly to get that to go away, but that is out of my expertise, so don't take my word on that. But it does not harm the vehicle mechanically. It sure does sound pretty solid though for a V6. God, I love that sound. I could sit here and do it all day. Probably shouldn't, not very good for the vehicle, but anyway, so this is your infotainment system. I don't like the small screen on there, but it does have a backup camera. And in order to put this in reverse, again, there's a little lever, kind of like a safety switch. You pull on this all the way left, forward, and that's it. And then it shows your backup camera. But everything else is kind of self-explanatory to go through. You have a few different drive modes that you can select. You got between normal, sport, comfort, and it is functional. It actually does change the feel of the steering slightly. So it has some cool features. Basically, it makes it just a touch more sporty, and everything looks and feels pretty clean. Obviously, it's a Mustang, reminder with that big Mustang badge, and I love this badge that they put on the Mustangs. I think that's a great touch to the vehicle. Love the design of the inside. Pretty simple, comfortable. Visibility is really nice and good. Not too many blind spots. You do have that side mirror and the smaller little mirror on the corner that helps you get that small little blind spot that you have in that corner. But visibility is good, and it's a comfortable car for a two-door. All right, guys, now that is pretty much it for this video. I hope that kind of covered most of the stuff on the vehicle. If I missed anything and you guys have any particular questions about the vehicle, please feel free to reach out at any time and give us a call. You guys can go to our website at flairokc.com and view the rest of the inventory. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a lovely rest of the day, guys. Bye-bye.